All right, traders, it's time for your movers and shakers of the week. These are the books with the highest number of individual sales online over the last 7 days. Some of these in just a few days. I sourced these from coverprice.com. Go check out the larger list. And remember, this is reflective of online sales only, so that does not include sales in local comic shops, and the books may still be on the shelf, so go check them out. We start our list at number 5 with What If Miles Morales, issue number 4. What If Miles Became Thor? It's an incredibly hot book with 33 online sales since just Tuesday, and we're seeing average raw sales of $26.98 on this A cover. That's driving an insane 134.96% value increase over the cover price, with a high sell of $30 on the 23rd. Now keep in mind that FOMO is real. You often see these books with sharp declines once they release and become widely available. You should be able to grab one at a lower price soon, but I don't really expect this one to get back down to cover price. Now in at number 4 this week is the only non-Marvel book to hit the list. Now from Image Comics and Todd McFarlane, we have Spawn number 1. With a total of 34 online sales in the past week, and fueled by nothing but popularity of the books alone, and of course Spawn's first appearance, we're seeing an average raw sale of $31.63, which is slightly down about 3%, and we have average graded 9.8 sales coming in at $179. With the rumor mill spinning up about TV shows, movies, and toy lines, it seems this title and all of its characters are starting to come into their own finally. And for our number 3 spot, we have another book from that early 90s time period, Jim Lee's X-Men number 1. We saw an amazing 43 sales registered for this book. With several covers, there's bound to be a few that were missed. This is a key mutant moment, and it introduces us to the X-Men Blue Team and the whole concept of mutant teams as a whole. We've been seeing a solid average raw sale of $13.30 with an all-time high raw sale of $50 on the 21st. And we have graded 9.8 books averaging a very affordable $89. This book was massively overprinted, and there are plenty out there that make this an affordable key to have and watch it slowly grow into its own over the next few years. And book number 2, barely edging out that X-Men this week, is returning from last week's list, Fortnite Marvel Zero War issue number 1. Now we saw an additional 44 sales online this week, bumping this up a notch from last week's 3rd place. We're already seeing a drop in average sales as the FOMO for this book is starting to subside. Right now, average raw sales are at $10.80, which is down almost 5%, with the most current sale on the 23rd at only $8.50. Again, if you don't play the game and you don't need the game code that's inside the book, you may want to hold on before purchasing this one. Once those codes expire, it'll be in the dollar bins at all the LCSs. And for our number 1 book this week, we have Wonder Man, issue number 1 from September of 1991. This is, of course, Wonder Man's first solo series and coming off his successful run in the West Coast Avengers. This was always one of my personal favorites, and it's a classic book finally getting the attention that it deserves. It's driven by news out of Marvel that we'll be seeing this character in the future, and we're seeing it start its run with an amazing 79 sales since the news leaked earlier this week. We're seeing an increase of a value of approximately 2.5%, with average raw books at a very affordable $12.79, and CGC graded 9.8 books averaging $139. Now, there were multiple high 9.8 sales in the $175 to $180 range. And there's also a recent 9.9 CGC graded book that's floating about, so be on the lookout for that one. Right now, this is an extremely undervalued book, and with as popular as this character will be, there's going to be a feeding frenzy once the rest of the collectors catch on. So run out now, get on the hunt, and see if you can secure your copy now. And finally, for our Shaker of the Week this week, it's none other than Ultimate Fallout issue number 4, the key first appearance of Miles Morales. This is, of course, one of the biggest books to come down the line in quite some time, and this is the Marko Djurdjevic variant. It's a 1 in 25 ratio variant, and we saw an incredible sell just yesterday. Now, with graded 9.8 sales at a whopping $40,800 average, we saw a 9.6 sell for this same book at an outstanding $10,605. I'll tell you what a difference 0.2 will make on that CGC grade. It's an incredible book. Miles isn't going anywhere soon. And with that 9.8 pricing itself out of range, even the 9.6, you're going to be seeing 9.2s, 9.0s, even 8.5s. They're going to be going in the thousands of dollars range. So keep your eyes out and see if you can track one of these down in a yard sale or something. So those are the movers and shakers this week. Let us know what you're going to be picking up. Also, tune in every Monday for our show, Everything's Late, Nobody Dies, filmed right here in Salt Lake at Black Cat Comics with local comic shop owner Greg Gage. Had a special guest this week. We had a great conversation, and we'll drop that on Monday morning. All right, till next time, traders.